A massive chunk of ice is placed in a cold room, and the temperature in the room gradually starts to rise, 26 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. The ice remains unchanged. The temperature continues to fluctuate, reaching 29 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 31 degrees Fahrenheit, yet still, nothing happens. Then, as the temperature rises to 32 degrees Fahrenheit, the ice begins to melt. The temperature has only increased by 1 degree Fahrenheit, seemingly no different from the previous situations, but it triggers a significant change. The moment of breakthrough often results from a series of preceding actions. These actions accumulate the potential needed to bring about substantial transformation. As the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and every habit seed comes from a singular, minor decision. This transformative pattern aligns with all progress in our lives, including the process of creating wealth. It proves that as long as you are willing to persist, seemingly small and inconspicuous changes at the outset can compound into significant results over time. This pattern of starting small, coupled with consistent habits, is the only way we make progress. Do not underestimate the power of microhabits. The habits you cultivate will yield corresponding results. This implies that by developing better habits, anything is possible. To achieve significant wealth, various positive microhabits within oneself play a crucial role. When these habits are effortlessly integrated into life, our subconscious quickly begins to make them interdependent, injecting momentum into wealth-building goals. The degree of exponential expansion far exceeds the initial input. Moreover, once your good habits are established, the power of the subconscious automates the process of earning and managing money, applying all your actions with precision. For instance, to manage finances better, budgeting is necessary. Although budgeting isn't inherently difficult, it can be a relatively cumbersome process. If you develop the habit of budgeting each month, you will find it effortless to sit down and create a budget because it has become a routine. This action becomes automatic and requires little extra thought. It is an automated process. There are 3 types of small habits that significantly aid in the automation process. Firstly, just do it. Many people overthink and contemplate endlessly, leading to inaction. The result is often doing nothing at all. Whether it's fear of failure or a desire for perfection, most of the time, doing nothing is the worst outcome. If you're too afraid to try, how can there be any chance of success, let alone perfection? Therefore, if you want to build wealth and automate the money-making process, don't hesitate, just do it. Whether it's budgeting or investing, start gradually. Learn and adjust during the process. You will discover that when you cultivate the habit of identify the direction and start decisively, many things will slowly be accomplished. Otherwise, endless contemplation will always be just that, contemplation, with no possibility of realization. This is the first microhabit to cultivate. Do not let fear and worry dominate your determination. As long as your goal is correct, boldly start trying. Secondly, keep your start simple. Developing a new habit is not an easy task, and many people fail. One of the main reasons for their failure is making things too complicated or too difficult. For example, if you want to lose weight through exercise, you might meticulously design a workout plan, including 45 minutes of exercise each day, consisting of 30 minutes of aerobic exercise and 15 minutes of strength training. Initially, you are motivated, and everything goes smoothly, but soon, your motivation decreases, and the 45-minute workout becomes increasingly challenging until you eventually give up. In reality, you can simplify the starting process, making it easier. For instance, you could set a goal of doing just 1 push-up and jumping in place for 5 seconds each day. Some might argue that this seems insignificant. How can 1 push-up and 5 seconds of jumping possibly achieve the goal of exercising the body? Indeed, it may seem minimal, but it serves as a psychological suggestion. You only require yourself to do this small amount each day because anyone can easily complete 1 push-up and jump for 5 seconds. Once you start doing this, you may find yourself thinking, I've already put on my workout shoes, I've done 1 push-up, why not do a few more and jump a bit longer? Over time, the habit is formed. Scientific research indicates that the less energy required to develop a habit, the greater the likelihood of repeating that behavior. This principle applies to financial behavior as well. Suppose you want to make big money by opening an online store. Start by choosing a single product to sell. Learn the basic skills, such as how to register an account, how to list products, and how to set prices, all through selling that one item. Certainly, selling one product won't make you rich, but starting with one product requires the least energy from you. This means the likelihood of repeating this behavior greatly increases. Don't force yourself to achieve a certain scale right from the start. The key is to start and consistently stick with it. Once you can proficiently complete this simple task, you will naturally expand your scale because, by then, you'll have full control over it. The third micro-habit to cultivate is understanding the concept of delayed gratification. Research has shown that individuals who understand delayed gratification tend to score higher on exams, are less likely to engage in drug use, have a lower likelihood of obesity, handle stress better, and exhibit stronger social skills. However, those who can persist until the end are undoubtedly a minority. There's a saying, choose the easy path, and the future will become increasingly difficult. Conversely, choose the difficult path, and the future will become increasingly easy. People often tend to seek immediate satisfaction and avoid delayed gratification. For example, many people enjoy smoking or drinking, habits that immediately fulfill their needs. However, in the long run, such habits can lead to negative consequences. If you are willing to wait for the rewards, continuously train yourself to delay gratification, you will face less competition and generally receive greater returns. Consider a scenario where you and your colleague have the same monthly salary. Your colleague enjoys shopping, often spending all of her salary and even resorting to credit cards to fulfill her desires, accumulating more debt over time. On the other hand, you choose to delay gratification, creating a savings plan for things you like. You take 6 months to gradually save enough money and then make a full payment for the item. While 6 months may not be a short period, due to your discipline, you now own the item you desired, maintain a well-organized spending budget, and, most importantly, avoid accumulating debt for the sake of immediate happiness. This exemplifies the benefits of delayed gratification. Developing such a habit can be challenging at times. Here's a little trick that might help: open a new savings account for yourself. Every time you resist the urge to spend impulsively, save the equivalent amount of money into this account. As the balance in the account grows, you'll experience a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction, providing you with more motivation to persist. Developing good habits is undoubtedly important, but what about existing bad habits? If you are aware of your detrimental habits, congratulations, you are one step closer to overcoming them. These habits can hinder your wealth creation, so we must find ways to eliminate them. James Clear, in his book, Atomic Habits, mentioned that increasing the energy required for a habit reduces the likelihood of repeating that behavior. In simple terms, increasing obstacles makes things more difficult and troublesome. For example, if you find it challenging to control spending your hard-earned emergency fund, and in the past, you used it to buy a new car 6 months ago and then went on a vacation after replenishing the money, this is clearly a bad habit. One reason for this behavior is that the way you can access the money is too easy. If you entrust this money to a trusted person to manage, every time you want to use the money, you must contact that person, then persuade them, significantly increasing the obstacles to spending the money and reducing the likelihood of you using it. Alternatively, you can put the money in a locked box and place the box in a high location, requiring you to stand on a chair to reach it. Then, put the key in a drawer in a room far away. This makes accessing the money very complicated. There are many methods, but the principle is to make the bad habit more difficult to perform. Gradually, due to the increased hassle or your own laziness, you may abandon these habits. Micro-habits play a crucial role in the process of wealth creation and life management. They are like the atoms of our lives, where each basic unit contributes to your overall progress. Even if these changes are tiny, a 1% improvement in marginal returns can lead to significant transformations in results. What's even better is that good habits can automate the process of progress, allowing all changes to occur naturally. This is today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our content, please consider subscribing. See you soon.